Let's give this a try. Not bad. Hugo!
Crack the crystal too? You're joking.
Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? Hopefully it's nothing. Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take. I just wanted to ask how you're getting. You might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning, perhaps sharing your thoughts might.
That bastard's luck. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon.
So that's what's
No. Not troubling.
And if you knew how to, we could arm the curse breakers.
That's about the size of...
I'll see what I can. Sharper swords are all, and we can't have our mouth.
You're a soft, but I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows. I got your note. You think something's wrong?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown. Didn't like him. You not been working him?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman seem.
Then maybe this all has something to do with what...
I suppose things happen, differences. Perhaps Hippocrates knows.
Instead of everything.
You're looking well, Cap.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after it?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need it.
Little wonder. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and which made it nice and easy finding...
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people? Suppose you're not likely. Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. And he's got more money than sense. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dal...
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate the... People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Oh, Mother Crystal, gone. What are we gonna do? My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac.
Pardon the intrusion.
Out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be...
Please. His lordship is going through a difficult time.
Radim!
Very good. Would you mind
I'm sorry if I've caused...
that? No. That's just how his lordship is. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see.
I don't suppose a certain blade, a single-edged sword.
Ah,
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
you have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be in.
A condition I would be a fool.
I don't suppose you saw the...
I did not. No. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamon.
And that's where I'm...
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence.
That will be very kind.
Farewell.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
This must be Ignax. Nothing seems to... All right.
I hear I have you to thank for the return. What shall I call you, Mike?
Wyvern.
A formidable name. Well, Wyvern. Redeem here tells me you wished...
A few moments of your time should...
You're a peculiar...
Master Wyvern was wondering...
Oh, true. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her rat. It was made in the Outer Isles and is used exclusively by the They believe no combat should... Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke. There's a brutal sword.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the... But it is the final stone. A mineral, quite. And that is the key. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly... Take this, the very stone of which I spoke, and a far more.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collect. I am one step ahead of the
Are there many other...
Too many to count, but only one do I consider mine, and is a perennial...
I can...
Farewell, Wyvern, may up... Redeem! We must...
I think his lordship is rather taken with... Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rut now. That's... Sorry for the wait. But hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword, then?
I did better than that. Yes.
No wonder I couldn't. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you... Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent...
Even so, is there...
I think so, yeah. With this wet stuff, there'd be no replacing this little rock once I reckon we get a dozen swords from... Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know it. Nah. No point trying to copy that thing. But finishing our blades with a whetstone, what's finer than full... Just imagine it. Good Valesthians. I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse break just...
I've been working day and night since I was half your age. Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me.
Right?
What do you need? What do you want? And?
Lawsman, I need to...
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she...
I rather think she might be... All canids are instinctively inclined, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. If we assume that his newfound magic... It may well be that the Bones Lady Karen Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger. As to where one might find a suitable substitute,
I don't recall ever seeing anything.
and little wonder. The oldest and largest, the last elder antelope sighting I recall here.
Even so,
Good hunting.
Faster!
well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it'd seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Go, Torgal!
Now. Will it be enough? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your app.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off. So, that'll teach me for... All right, now we know what you're after. I can see it.
Speaking of which,
You can, aye. In return, you...
I was just on my way to see him.
Ah, were you able to locate?
We were indeed, lawsman. You point...
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
But that reminds me. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's...
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reasonable the Fenrir of legend, sir, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive,
What do you suggest?
that Torgal may be the beneficiary. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, in short, the icons hitherto near at hand, and that number has only grown. One can but speculate,
He has seemed more...
and if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
tell whose help to do?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Clive.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto. A little. Listen. I've some bad news, and it's... sadly, that square turned out... I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help.
Be late for that.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming, you get Clive to come to you. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning... well...
Oh, just Martha. And...
we owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway.
Those ledgers were my responsibility.
Do we have that much to hand?
No, we don't. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better besides. We'll need to look...
All right. But that doesn't mean... Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking the...
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something, Sidney. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualify.
I'm sure they will.
But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark. Ask...
I know.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive?
Because...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
Clive!
I wasn't expecting... But it seems we still owe you. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting...
A star, Rue. It's worth at least twice what you owe me.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out, I charged anyway. Why are you the one here? Asked it much sending the Lord Marquis out to sell you.
Something like that. Right.
Same as always. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea... Sid may have been the face of the hideaway. And when Sid passed away, we were all...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. I reckon what he saw in... And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that, and you...
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again. It's all right.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Milady.
Gifts? Oh, my.
Otto asked me to settle the hideaways and to...
I thought you might finally tell Otto he can keep his baubles. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort was made...
You once told me, Sid... I'd like to do the same. And for Otto's. For all...
Otto is lucky to have you. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the other...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yeah, and blamed himself for not being able to... I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything he could have done.
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrow. An ill habit, given that both have always been...
Goat will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us. Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to... Take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stuff.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something else.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Oh.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you want. Would you prefer the debt was repaid?
What debt? I don't recall. I may have tossed a talent up, but those were donations.
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who...
Oh, fine. But I'm selling it and taking what... Where'd you even get this? A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw in... Might be I already... Might be you even know her. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
I hear you ended up thanks to this luck. I sometimes wonder what.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass beyond.
Right.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit...
I knew so little about...
most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have... How long did you know Sid before?
Before he died, back in the day, I was a purser on it. He bought passage to... we set up drinking Island rum till the morning bell. Drac quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close. There was... The magic woke inside my son soon after his first, and there was no hiding.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him, and I couldn't for the life of me understand. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried for me, him. And he was true to his word, too. Threw away everything he had. I knew then. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. I love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Mid might need some help.
Well, here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this a lovely bit of kit, it is. Bungus, the problem is, it won't always get, which is why I've been looking for something.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
Proper.
So what exactly do you need?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Gave me a sample she'd obtained. You pour the blackest blight water. So, I did a bit, and do you know what I found now? It's only the blimmin'
I take it that's where
I saw a billet. I would have gone myself, but, well...
All right.
Thank you, Coin.
Clive. Here you go. Seen enough?
Come on.
Yeah!
Straight home now. pain is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. The wine needs more than this.
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it. You're a gent, Sid. Right then. There we have the Telemon Alembic.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down...
There's no need.
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours?
What?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into... I reckon if we slap...
Well...
That's the spirit! Well?
It certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No, for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavours. And I'm telling you...
Think Mid might need some help.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. Come again. I may have more. Oh, yeah.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? Should last you a good while. And? Clive? Not Sancfordian, do you? And?
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
the thing Toes helped with it?
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do any... No excuses now, though.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing.
She said that?
She...
Clive? Well, she'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing? Who's helped to build?
Obolus, have you...
Yep. You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered... Got some... But anyway, got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mean...
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty, just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now.
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my...
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joined. She's got some things to take care of, but...
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky.
Really?
Oh, aye. There's trouble.
I take it there's danger on...
Oh, what about this fearsome...
Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend. My brother...
How does a merchant misplace it?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought Goblin...
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone.
My brother's right on all accounts.
We may have seen our share of action, true.
You, however, chances are they'll come for you either way. But...
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway...
You've clearly got a
We're lucky you... Now, hoping to make a heavy... Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those...
All right.
Nope, nope. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look behind me, you lot! We've got guests.
These must be our bandits. Nice try. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves...
He's the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a
And how exactly will he be getting his...
You leave that to us. After all,
You've done your part. It's been a pleasure.
there's no need to be. What if we want his...
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. A final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry. Dead.
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasing in the back part. But still something will wait for the siege to end. Good girl.
Not much further to walk than that.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing. Thanks, Cal.
Over here!
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
This is everything.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. You're welcome anytime.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come and taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
I'll take the large one.
And eggs.
Oh, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goods. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it.
Do you remember?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Here.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So, to get the pass back, we need to...
I know. No one knows more about what goes on.
Where do we find?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way.
No time like the
You two go. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure.
All right.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By little Ben.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little band could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious...
So the children are stealing passes?
Yes. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners. And yet, none of the victims...
Which means?
That someone is the same someone who is encouraging the... And the same someone. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest... Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass, and we want to catch whoever's behind it all.
Is there any other way?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. But the guards will definitely spot you.
So either we find the people who took the pass...
All right.
Thank you. But I...
Clive.
A pleasure doing business. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is Spearhead. I suggest that you...
The furniture makers.
Out of my sight, wretch! I know you...
Come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Are you the furniture?
Looking for some... Ah, Eloise collared you.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the...
For one, that they're targeting the traders. Harder to watch your back, see? Unless, not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those...
Their eyes must have lit up when they...
The fishmonger, round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved.
Thank you.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Like...
Fish for sale! Can I interest you?
She's asked me to help her.
Is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. Or the street urchins, by the sound.
Orphans from the...
A few, perhaps. They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them...
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves...
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Come, taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
The finest earthenware from the Free Cities! All but unbreakable!
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's...
I don't know. What's picking pockets?
No, you... So if they come calling...
The caravan stops next to the check. Jug of snake spit for the...
Excuse me?
What do you want? It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We've heard that some very bad people are making We need to know who...
I don't know much about it, really. He said he got a job.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him.
Do you know where you're...
He's usually by the tent out...
Thank you.
Come on, come on!
Peaches and pears, plates and beans.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Porter for hire. Best service.
That's that, then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That big fat donkey, he wouldn't have noticed if we robbed... Yeah, we could use one of those things to get out.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up back.
Would they now?
Shit! What do we do?
You two get caught if you want.
Hunter, where are you?
So that was Hunter. Jill, you watch these two.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run past?
There was a boy.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
It's all right, Hunter. I just want to ask you some...
Fine.
I'm looking for the people who...
Call themselves the Carstones. They said they... I knew they were bad, but it didn't come at all half the time. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick...
Hunter.
You found him, then?
Jill.
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and...
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. Whatever you do to me, not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their Gil, me, man.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back. Theodore, at your...
Theodore.
Vultures who have made... They prey on the desperate, stealing from... I'd been looking into their activities in hope of...
But it seems they've already... Hans is a good lad. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor soul... Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help, then we all want this...
Oh, where is it?
So, what else? We find you get your trader's pass back.
All right, then.
All right. Hansa, where are they camped?
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the pass. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail.
We'll try it this time.
Back
to Lateney's Cleft, then.
Laney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
No, you better not have scared any of my birds.
That's that, then.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company!
That's the lot.
This one! Fire and blade! Sick of this one!
Morford soldiers.
Fewer now.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones.
It will be a shame when they chop...
Scum.
The leaders of the Kurth.
They don't deserve any mercy.
I wasn't planning on...
We're ready when you are.
Oh, I'm...
It's that guard from Bockland! Kill him! Kill them all! This one!
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. Now I just need to sort through it all and...
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we...
Of course. Oh, and,
We'll be glad to.
Ah, Clive. How goes the...
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all, and their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time. Speaking of who...
You are too kind. Here, Clive. Goots' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on.
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the... Can I count on your help in...
Of course. I'll make... I expect you'll soon be on your way, then. Would it now? Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, for a small fee, we will move anything, be that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her...
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to... And who better to join forces with, wouldn't you agree?
I would. It seems our purpose is the... So what would you say to work?
It would be our
And our honor. The honor is out.
Here, Clive.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower one.
I shall bear it with...
Well, all that remains is Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan. But if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted.
We'll... Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
If I knew arrival...
Now I just need to see about getting the word.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't...
What exactly are you celebrating?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire.
So I've heard.
Oh. So you know a gentleman who might... Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine?
Sounds simple.
So you'll do it. You won't need to go far. Ulf is Aldrich the Porter, Milan the Butcher, 3 of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Stop by again when you let them know.
I'll be right back.
Hurry, man.
I've been asked to find Aldrich.
That's me right enough.
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a
If he's just got hold of it now, it must have...
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be...
Such is the porter's lot. They'd Soraflam one day. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come one, come all!
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Are you Milan?
That's me.
The innkeeper's just had us. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you...
He knows me only too.
Wine and ham to spare.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Though we get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here. Anyway, thanks for the good news.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
The Empire's your enemy, not us.
I'm looking for Bolek.
Well, you found him.
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a...
I've never said no to a Gotan.
He must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, when they do, well, you know what?
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine. I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. It's been a while since we all... And the way I see it...
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without... And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. Those three are the backbone of Bokland, and without the market, I wouldn't have a single cut. Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Right. I'd better...
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like
a Gotan 60 bloody... A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown out.
Here they are, the free The woes of the world may be monstrous in many.
Never a truer word.
Me carry your goods. Pardon me, but would you have that well-notched steel and impressive physique? Might you be convinced to offer...
How exactly do you...
Well, being something of a scholar, and I require a rugged companion. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself well... What?
My arm.
Wonderful.
But where...
Along the old Zemeckis Road. Quickly!
Wait. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Porter for hire. Best service.
That's that then.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
Bokland.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your colossal vessels, dash airships, we call them, with very little... Oblige me, if you would. Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt. But come, good sir.
passionate. I'll give him that. Not it. All right then. Who's first? Get him! You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. In reaching for their holy sanctum did man... Alas, the full truth of that we must not dwell upon such things. Onward! This time. Still in one piece? It would seem so, and once more you impress me with your prowess. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the construction of such miraculous edifices... Alas, all is...
Not if you keep running headfirst.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly...
Glad to help, but...
I fear I may have rather overstated the case. You see, even my fellow scholars... And so I came upon...
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so.
Fine.
And so, here, your reward for humoring myself.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise.
Perhaps.
Finding someone. You see, I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that.
Any idea where his search for...
The old Zemeckis Road? Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time.
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
What do you want?
Just information.
Now you mention it.
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road, I expect.
We don't want any...
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't...
Yes, we have. Those ones.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said that...
Shh, now.
I only told him what you...
I'd listen to your mother if I... Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here? I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Too slow. Over here! This one. This one. Get him! This one. Get him. Farewell. Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting. He's home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone? That wasn't hard finding the thieves.
I take it things are more complicated.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left, because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury. The others, they huddled around. They stole because it was that or starvation.
So you spared them?
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive, and once they've learned to hunt and forage...
I'm impressed.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know. Oh, and don't mention the goblin.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it.
Joseph's fine. He certainly knows his business.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. Thank you for putting my mind...
Porter for hire. Best service. Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
Come on, come on!
The caravan stops.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without a crystal.
What I really want to be is a...
Here you are, good.
Me pass! Oh, I'll have to say thanks to El.
So should you, Hunter. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore.
We do, and we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit.
You stick.
And Goots.
That's all right.
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith. Well, I'm going to be your first customer. I'm going to save up all...
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. and more than a few at that. A beast that labours to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in Gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Stop you getting eaten by a fucking wolf. That's what. Come on.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
What is it, boy?
Quickly! Run!
What's happening?
I don't know. This way.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Gooch is fine. He'll be making...
Is it the
square.
Daleks?
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Watchman or sentry is to be slain on sight.
Spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear. The people are to come.
Those were Imperial Dragoons. What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right. But first we find Goots.